was gold dust on it in the way it moved me personally. And I think if I can be moved personally, I feel like in movie making, I can find a way to share that on a mass level.
In a surprising twist that has left fans in disbelief, Kevin Costner, the two-time Oscar winner and Golden Globe recipient for his portrayal of John Dutton, has announced his departure from the hit series Yellowstone. After 5 gripping seasons, the question on everyone's mind is, why? Is there behind-the-scenes drama? Or is Costner ready to pursue new horizons? What could possibly drive one of Hollywood's biggest stars to walk away from a role that has defined this era of television? Join us as we dive deep into the rumors, the reasons, and what's next for Yellowstone without its iconic star. Why walking away was best for Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's departure from Yellowstone became a pivotal moment, not only for the series, but for his career. As the iconic John Dutton, Costner had anchored the show since its inception in 2018, a performance that earned him widespread acclaim, including a Golden Globe. His portrayal of Dutton, the rugged and fiercely protective patriarch of the Dutton family, who fought relentlessly to preserve his Yellowstone ranch from external threats, resonated with audiences. Costner's deep connection to this character, rooted in a long history of playing Western figures, made him a natural fit. He embodied Dutton with a unique blend of ruthlessness, vulnerability, and gravitas that made him the heart of the series. Casting Kevin Costner as John Dutton a perfect fit. When Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan began casting for the series, he needed an actor capable of carrying the weight of the Dutton family's multi-generational legacy. A man who could both intimidate and captivate, reflecting the complex nature of John Dutton. Sheridan needed someone who could express both the gritty resilience of a rancher and the emotional depths of a man with everything to lose. Costner, with his history of embodying strong, authoritative characters and his iconic roles in films like Dances with Wolves and Open Range, was a perfect match. Costner's John Dutton was more than just a ranch owner. He was a symbol of a dying way of life, fiercely fighting to preserve his land and his family's legacy from modern encroachment. He portrayed Dutton with a raw intensity that made the character both likable and fearsome, someone viewers could root for even as he made morally questionable decisions. Costner's deep baritone, commanding screen presence, and ability to oscillate between tough-as-nails authority and moments of surprising vulnerability made Dutton one of television's most compelling characters. For 5 seasons, Yellowstone flourished, largely thanks to Costner's magnetic performance. The show tapped into a specific cultural vein, capturing the rugged spirit of the American West, while also exploring complex themes of family, loyalty, and power. However, what came next would shake the series to its core. The unexpected departure. Behind the scenes. Turmoil. Kevin Costner's exit from Yellowstone stunned fans. The suddenness of the departure led to rampant speculation about why such a celebrated actor would walk away from one of the most popular shows on television at the height of its success. After months of rumors and silence, Costner finally opened up, revealing a much more complicated narrative behind the scenes. A frustrating tug-of-war between him and the show's production team. In the middle of filming his own ambitious project, Horizon, a multi-part Western epic that Costner was not only starring in, but also directing and producing, the actor found himself juggling conflicting schedules. He had prioritized Yellowstone, leaving the production of Horizon to return to the show, only to be met with an unanticipated obstacle. Yellowstone's production team was unprepared. There were no scripts ready, no clear plan in place, leaving Costner in a professional limbo. Despite clearing his already packed schedule, he found himself waiting, wasting valuable time. Miscommunication and media distortions. What followed was a series of miscommunications and media distortions that only deepened the divide between Costner and the Yellowstone team. To salvage the situation, Costner offered to dedicate a week of his time to the series, hoping to help keep production on track. However, the media spun the story differently, portraying him as an actor unwilling to fully commit to the project. Headlines screamed that Costner only wanted to work for a week, painting him as the villain in the situation. This misrepresentation deeply hurt Costner, who had always prioritized Yellowstone. For Costner, the final blow came not from the media, but from the silence that followed. Despite his dedication to the show, no one from the Yellowstone team came forward to defend him. There was no acknowledgement of the sacrifices he had made, no one stepping up to clarify the truth. After years of pouring his heart and soul into the character of John Dutton, the lack of support from the production team was a personal and professional sting. Costner later expressed his disappointment, noting how surprised he was that no one came to his defense, especially after all he had given to the series. Creative tensions with Taylor Sheridan. Beyond the scheduling conflicts, there were deeper issues simmering beneath the surface. Creative tensions between Costner and Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan. As the series grew in popularity, Sheridan's vision for its future became more expansive and complex. The storylines became increasingly layered, demanding more of the cast, especially Costner, whose character was at the center of the show. However, Costner, a seasoned actor and director with his own ideas about character development, had different views on where John Dutton's story should go. While specifics of their disagreements remain largely private, it was clear that Costner and Sheridan were at odds. Costner reportedly had strong opinions about Dutton's character arc and felt that certain storylines didn't align with the character he had worked so hard to develop. Sheridan, as the showrunner, ultimately had the final say, but the tension between the two creative forces was palpable. This creative friction, combined with the logistical challenges of filming, made it increasingly difficult for Costner to continue with the series. Rumours swirled that Costner was hesitant to commit to the long shooting schedules required for future seasons, and with each passing day, the likelihood of his return diminished. The emotional fallout of leaving Yellowstone. As the decision loomed, the emotional weight of walking away from Yellowstone wasn't lost on Costner. For 5 years, he had poured himself into the role of John Dutton, helping to shape one of the most iconic characters in modern television. In his final Instagram post about the series, Costner expressed a mixture of frustration and deep love for the project. He didn't storm off bitterly. Rather, he spoke of how Yellowstone had been a life-changing experience, a series that had not only resonated with audiences, but had also allowed him to connect with a rich, layered character like John Dutton. Costner's love for the series was undeniable. He described his time on Yellowstone as a journey, one that had touched him deeply. Despite the disappointment over how things ended, there was a sense of gratitude in his parting words. With a touch of Hollywood charm, Costner left the door slightly ajar for fans, signing off with, "I'll see you at the movies," as if to suggest this was just the beginning of another chapter in his career. The pursuit of Horizon. A personal passion. While the departure from Yellowstone was bittersweet, it allowed Costner to fully focus on his passion project, Horizon. This ambitious multi-part Western saga was more than just another acting gig for Costner. It was a labour of love. Not only was he directing and starring in the film, but he had also invested a staggering $38 million of his own money into the project. For Costner, Horizon wasn't just another movie, it was a legacy, a project that allowed him to return to his roots in the Western genre while also exploring new creative horizons. Costner's passion for the Western genre has been a defining aspect of his career. His 1990 film, Dances with Wolves, not only became a massive commercial success, but also earned him 2 Academy Awards, one for Best Director and one for Best Picture. That film, which marked his directorial debut, solidified his status as a Western icon and showcased his deep connection to the genre. With Horizon, Costner was returning to the director's chair for the first time since Dances with Wolves, and the excitement surrounding the project was palpable. For Costner, the chance to direct again, to craft a sweeping Western epic that spanned generations, was an opportunity too important to pass up. Support from co-stars and the mixed reactions from fans. While many fans were heartbroken over Costner's departure from Yellowstone, those closest to him understood his decision. Luke Grimes, who played Costner's on-screen son, Case Dutton, was one of the first to publicly support Costner's choice. Grimes had seen firsthand the dedication Costner brought to the role, and understood that at a certain point following one's passion takes precedence. "You gotta do what you love," Grimes said, acknowledging that Costner was simply following his heart. Grimes wasn't just a co-star, he was someone who had grown close to Costner over the years and knew the toll the long shooting schedules and creative tensions had taken on him. However, not everyone was so understanding. Taylor Sheridan expressed his disappointment, admitting that Costner's exit had forced him to cut short the emotional closure he had planned for John Dutton. For Sheridan, Dutton wasn't just a character. He was the soul of Yellowstone, and losing him meant the series would never be the same. Costner's lasting legacy. Though Costner's departure marked the end of an era for Yellowstone, his portrayal of John Dutton will remain a defining moment in his career. Fans may never get the closure they hoped for, but Costner's performance left an indelible mark on television history. His decision to shift focus to Horizon was a return to his roots, a move that, while difficult, ultimately allowed him to pursue a project that meant the world to him. Costner may no longer be riding across the screen as John Dutton, but his legacy in the Western genre and his impact on Yellowstone will endure for years to come. Horizon, a deeply personal and ambitious endeavour. Kevin Costner's Horizon is not just another film, it's a deeply personal and ambitious endeavour that stems from his long-standing fascination with the American frontier and the complex narratives surrounding westward expansion. Envisioned as a multi-part epic, Horizon aims to illuminate the arduous journey of settlers across the western United States, exploring the multifaceted hardships they faced and the often brutal conflicts that arose between these pioneers and the indigenous populations who had lived on these lands for generations. Set against the backdrop of 19th century America, the Horizon saga seeks to span several decades, offering a rich tapestry of characters and perspectives that capture the transformation of the West. The scope of Horizon. Costner's vision for Horizon is nothing short of grand, requiring extensive planning and commitment on both narrative and logistical fronts. Each installment is intended to provide a unique lens on the saga of the American West, delving into its history and the diverse experiences of those who shaped it. This scope is vast, encompassing the trials and tribulations of countless individuals, from brave settlers navigating the perils of a harsh landscape to the native peoples grappling with the devastating impacts of encroachment on their lands. Understanding the intricacies of this historical narrative, it's easy to see why Costner felt the need to reduce his screen time on Yellowstone, allowing him to channel more of his energy and focus into Horizon. This transition reflects not just a shift in priorities, but also a longing to tell a story that resonates deeply with his artistic vision, a story that goes beyond entertainment and taps into the core of American identity. Financial challenges and industry reluctance. Despite Costner's dedication and his impressive track record as both a director and a Western star, Horizon has faced significant challenges, particularly concerning financing. In an era increasingly dominated by superhero blockbusters and established intellectual properties, securing sponsorships for a multi-part Western epic has proven daunting. Hollywood studios, often risk-averse and driven by box office potential, were reportedly hesitant to invest in Horizon, fearing that a Western, even one led by a revered figure like Costner, might not resonate with contemporary audiences. This reluctance is emblematic of a broader trend within the film industry, where the landscape has shifted dramatically towards franchises and guaranteed commercial success. Studios have become increasingly wary of investing in projects that don't fit neatly into this mold. The undeniable success of superhero films, which have come to dominate the box office, has left little room for more nuanced and complex narratives, particularly those rooted in historical or cultural exploration. A shifting market landscape. However, the recent success of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, a historical biopic that grossed nearly $1 billion, has stirred hope among filmmakers and fans of serious cinema. This unexpected triumph has suggested that there remains an audience for thoughtful, compelling storytelling, even in a marketplace saturated with action-heavy blockbusters. Nevertheless, doubts linger about whether the Western genre, with its storied past, can capture the same wide appeal as these modern cinematic phenomena. When Horizon premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, the film garnered praise for its stunning cinematography and grand narrative scope. Costner's directorial skills were highlighted, earning him an 11-minute standing ovation, a testament to the emotional and artistic investment he brought to the project. His direction was lauded for its patience, allowing the story to unfold at a measured pace that mirrored the slow, often painful march of history. The ensemble cast too received accolades, and Costner's performance, both behind the camera and on screen, was marked by raw emotion. Reports indicate he broke into tears during the ovation, reflecting the profound significance this project holds for him. Critical reception and box office struggles. However, the film's reception was not without its criticisms. Some reviewers contended that the pacing might be too slow for modern audiences accustomed to fast-paced, action-driven narratives. The film's expansive format also led to debates about whether the story could have been effectively condensed into fewer installments without sacrificing its richness and depth. These conversations underscore the inherent tension in ambitious storytelling: how to balance artistic integrity with audience engagement in a rapidly evolving entertainment landscape. Yet, the most disappointing aspect emerged at the box office. Despite critical praise, the first part of Horizon struggled significantly, grossing only $29 million domestically and a meager $3.6 million internationally. These figures fell dramatically short of its production budget, which exceeded $100 million. This commercial failure raised significant concerns about the viability of future installments, casting doubt on whether Costner could secure the necessary funding to complete his vision. The financial struggles illuminated the daunting challenges faced by filmmakers pursuing large-scale historical narratives in a market that favours safer, more mainstream genres. A passion project beyond commercial success. Despite these setbacks, Kevin Costner remains steadfast in his pursuit of completing the Horizon saga. For him, this endeavour transcends mere box office metrics. It represents a commitment to preserving a pivotal chapter of American history. He views the narrative's historical significance, capturing the raw beauty and harsh realities of the American West, as more valuable than commercial gain. Costner's determination is evident as he presses on with Horizon 2, reportedly with a hefty $100 million budget driven by his unwavering dedication to the project. While Horizon may not replicate the monumental success of Dances with Wolves, which earned him 2 Academy Awards, it reflects his ongoing commitment to telling stories that matter. As Costner navigates the complexities of bringing Horizon to fruition, Taylor Sheridan continues to expand the Yellowstone universe, creating an epic saga filled with spin-offs that delve into the Dutton family's legacy and the broader narrative of the American West. Notably, the series 1883, which premiered in December 2021, serves as a prequel about the Dutton ancestors, while 1923, launching this year, follows the family's struggles throughout the 20th century, featuring heavyweight actors like Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. Sheridan's expansion of the Yellowstone universe demonstrates his commitment to character-driven storytelling and historical realism, captivating both genre enthusiasts and broader audiences. Quality versus quantity in storytelling. However, with Sheridan balancing multiple projects within and outside the Yellowstone franchise, questions arise about whether he can maintain the same level of quality that has made the original series a success. There is a risk of overextension, a delicate balance between ambition and execution. The challenge lies in sustaining the captivating storytelling that has characterized Yellowstone while exploring new narratives within its expansive universe. As Costner forges ahead with Horizon, he is not just pursuing a film, but crafting a legacy that honors the complexities of American history and culture. His journey serves as a reminder of the passion and dedication that underpin truly meaningful storytelling. Costner's decision to step away from Yellowstone may have been bittersweet, but it represents a commitment to following his artistic vision and bringing to life a project that resonates deeply with him. As audiences await the next chapter in both Costner's and Sheridan's endeavors, the question lingers: was walking away the best decision for Costner? As you reflect on this, drop your thought in the comments section, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Click on the next video displayed on your screen to continue exploring these compelling stories.